Hello everybody, it is so cool to be really live back on a trade show. So where are we right now, Felix?
We are in Hannover. Hannover is obviously known for the German with the least accent, so very, very accurate German, which the people are speaking here.
So let's start time shifting and we start with technology. And I will take you out there to our MX system. So Daniel, you are going to replace my cabinet?
Yes, I will replace your cabinet.
Now let's take a look. What is MX basically all about? What are the key characteristics?
The key characteristic is that we have a fully IP67 degree waterproofed system that has a base plate. On the base plate, there's electronics inside, are mounted modules, function modules, what we call it. And this the whole system is then waterproofed, as I mentioned, and it is one unit, and this unit is able to replace the cabinet.
Okay, so it's like Lego for grown-up, to say this way, but showing it on a print is easy. I think we have also live samples. So what live samples do we have?
Yeah, we have a lot of live samples, as you see here.
Yes,
and here we start with a live sample. That is our base plate. Here's this is the standardization of interfaces. That is one of the secrets behind the MX system. We have two interfaces. We have one for data and for 24-volt power supply, and we have one interface connector defined for 400-volt and 600-volt DC. So these two interfaces. With these, you are able to connect every module to the base plate, and the base plate is it is the wiring of the cabinet. What you done in your apprenticeship is the wiring, and that is now here part of the base plate.
So, but then if I have the base plate with EtherCAT communication and power, I just need to plug in parts, and that's it.
Just need plug in. If you want, you can plug a module.
So
you want.
I think if we take a look to the downside, we can see the connectors, what you talked about, communication and power. So I should really try it.
Yes, you can try it.
Okay. I hope I can do it, because we will ask our chancellor tomorrow the same thing, or actually in half an hour. That's it?
That's it.
So Fabian, can you tell me what is the machine building industry actually doing with artificial intelligence?
Well, so some of our customers are actually building real applications and bringing those applications into their existing machines or also into new machines. So for instance, one of our customers is doing an anomaly detection for quality inspection on a high volume productive machine, and which is very interesting application. So you are able to detect an anomaly of the quality of the product, and you're able to just throw out this product that is not delivered to the customer. Very interesting, and also we also use this technology on our own to enhance our products, like we do with the anti-cogging application for linear motors.
So thanks, Fabian, and welcome, Michael. So Michael, can you actually tell us what's happening there in the TwinCAT Vision portfolio?
Yeah, we plan the next release for the beginning of the third quarter, which contains many optimizations, usability improvements, and a lot of new image processing functions. But furthermore, it provides the base version for some new features. So one is the programming in C++, where we provide a header file that you can integrate and access all of our vision library functions. So you don't need a PLC program anymore. You can program everything in C++. And the next function that we will provide is an OCR function, means optical character recognition, where you can detect and recognize characters from an image. For example, you can read best before dates and check or validate them. So the first release will include just recognition of numbers, but later on we will update the possibility to detect all characters.
Okay, wonderful new features and possibilities on the engineering side, but how about the interaction with the vision components? Is there also something which you would like to talk about on that end?
Yeah, we actually we will release until the end of this week a new HMI control package. This mainly contains one color control for setting and displaying colors, and an image watch control, where you can do a lot of functionality what we have integrated. So for example, you can zoom in, scroll, draw some different shapes for region of interest, and many more features that we built in.
Okay, actually easier to use, more common if you are used to the actually up-to-date IT technology which we have at home. And I think this is also a very, very good keyword for our last TwinCAD expert of the day, Pascal. Thank you, Michael. Pascal, you are very much familiar with showing data, displaying data, and analyzing data. On the dashboard side of TwinCAD Analytics, what can you tell us about the news there?
Oh, yes. As you know, TwinCAD Analytics is providing this one-click dashboard, so it is a very easy way to generate from a TwinCAD Analytics configuration your own web-based dashboard based on our HMI, right? But of course, it is a static solution, right? For changes, you have to go back to the engineering world. But now here at the Hannover Fair, we show our interactive functions. Like you can see in this short video here, we have the option to change the size of the different controls. We can provide new positions for the controls. We can enable the controls, disable, and this really individual for each user credentials, right? And so we are much more flexible now.
Heiko, there's also something going on in our embedded PC portfolio, and this is our CX56. What is this all about?
Yeah, so CX56 first showed virtually last year, but now here in reality. It's based on the AMD R series, so it's embedded series. It's comparable to Core IU from the Intel portfolio, so it's not a direct successor to Atom-based devices. It's more like a in-between filler. So we have now Atom-based devices, and we have CX56 with that AMD small Ryzen device, and then we have, of course, the high-end devices, CX2000 series. And so we can really put that in the middle there, and then we have a complete portfolio.
Well, every good PC needs a UPS. I think that's the next topic for new products, and that's right here.
Now we have an additional module, a smaller module, because we have these smaller devices like CX56 or like C6015, which do not require that many power or capacity. And therefore we developed that smaller module with smaller capacity, but it is sufficient for devices with Atom CPUs. And of course it saves space in the switch cabinet, and of course it saves also money.
And I would like to talk about one very special signal with my dear colleague Fabian here right now about measuring analog values, about measuring power. How do we do this with our I/O portfolio?
Well, in the best case, very simple. You take only one, not all these terminals, only one, and put in voltage and current. And if it's less than 5 amps, then you're done. Usually machines do need more than 5 amps, so probably you also need our STTs, our current transformers, which put in huge currents here and small currents here, and therefore they connect it, and then you can measure whatever you want. Here is a more difficult one, because here we now measure a differential current. So here you have only one cable going through your current transformer. Here we have 4. So that's why we now measure the current which is going in and out of the machine and searching for if something is missing. Because if something is missing, maybe your isolation of the machine is not that good.
So I'm here with Rob now, who can tell us something about the NCT technology as a base technology for XTS.
So the NCT technology is no cable technology. This is wireless data and power transmission to the mover. So basically we take a normal mover and we bolt on the NCT electronics, and that gives us 24 volt power, 35 watts continuous, 75 watts peak, but it also gives us all of our data communication. And from there we can add pretty much any signal that we have in our portfolio for I/O. We can put it directly on the mover and talk to it and control it.
Perfect.
And these guys are done for today. Thank you for joining, and stay tuned on the German channel. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.